Hello, everybody. I am Moldy West, and this is Chronicles of Teddy. It's a Metroidvania 2D side-scrolling sort of game that I played on my own not too long ago that really scratched a Metroidvania kind of itch that I've been having. I wanted a good Metroidvania. This was on sale for like $3, and I love it. That said, time to start up. There's the file I beat the game with. Starting a new file, cause kinda have to for YouTube purposes. At least there's multiple file slots. I don't have to delete all the progress I've made already. Very Legend of Zelda-like, this opening screen. The world of Exodus is inhabited by monsters and ruled by King Tarant. The sovereign rules over the land with an iron fist and has no friends. As for the monsters, they have lost their joy, and sadness now guides them. Well aware that no one will befriend him again in the land of Exodus, King Tarant decides to open the gate that connects the kingdom to the world of men. Perhaps he could find a friend there. The gate, which has remained closed for thousands of years, opens into the bedroom of a little girl sleeping peacefully with her teddy bear. Tarant thinks that this bear would make an ideal companion, still and lifeless. It cannot judge this maligned king. Feeling an unimaginable joy, Tarant returns to Exodus without closing the gate connecting the two worlds. When the little girl realizes her teddy bear is missing, she passes through the gate to look for him. After 1,001 adventures, she finally manages to find her teddy and even befriends the lonely King Tarant. Despite this, he brings the girl back to her world, but he now knows that beyond his kingdom, someone is thinking of him. The years pass, and Tarant, thanks to his experience, manages to regain the love of his subjects, but such harmony fuels the hatred of some of his more malicious subjects, like Angius, the magician, who decides to usurp Tarant's throne and take control of his kingdom. After a fierce battle, he manages to defeat Tarant and take the crown of Exodus for his own. To prevent the monsters from finding refuge in the world of men, Angius seals the gate which Tarant had used in the Library of Worlds. To reopen the gate, you must find the 4 crystal eggs and return them to their rightful places. Only these eggs created by Tarant can produce the energy needed to reopen the gate between Exodus and the world of men. To keep this from happening, Angius uses his dark powers to trap the crystal eggs in the great books of monsters and has hidden these books throughout the vast library of worlds. And with that hateful act, the reign of the sinister usurper Angius begins. However, Tarant's soul still exists and has somehow made its way back into the world of men. Finding himself in a dark room, an object catches his attention, a small teddy bear that brings back wonderful memories. By taking possession of this empty, lifeless form, Tarant hopes to be able to communicate with those around him, and most of all, meet his old friend again. Words scroll a little bit too fast for me sometimes, but I think I managed to read each and every word despite me being the reading-hating guy that I am. Well, yep, sit there playing your... Oh, nope, no more power. That's a bummer. I see that Legend of Zelda poster you got there on the wall. Yep, you just keep an actual sword and shield in your... right there behind your bed. That's fine. And I think I see a couple little action figures on the thing. Goku and Vegeta sitting there, all Super Saiyan, probably about to blow up the world right there next to them. That is a thing they do, except they don't do that. So, gonna need my sword to turn the power back on, I guess. Now, why is there a little teddy bear just hovering around here? Come back here, Teddy. Where was my Teddy? My Teddy has abandoned me. You won't get away from me, Teddy. We have to sleep in the same bed together. Well, I guess that's what it looks like when you fall into a different world. Well, welcome to the graveyard. Hey, there's my teddy bear. You are now in Exodus. Angius took control of our world, and we have to stop him. He's currently going to the library. Hurry up! Okay, fine, I'll hurry, but not because you told me to, frickin' teddy bear. I'm gonna break these pots and get all the little jewels that fall out of them. Can't break the big one, though. I kinda need it so I can jump on it and get on up here. Didn't quite make it up there, but there's a treasure chest. Yep, I come over here. Yep, there. I'm breaking all the pots. Just like I'm supposed to. Pots need a breaking. And that's a lot of little monies. Monies is good. There is a shop in which you can buy things. Good things that make your life a bit easier. Yep, you get broken too, Mr. Potman. Can't go through that wall. It's a wall. Walls usually can't be going through. And we haven't encountered anything that tries to kill me yet. But that's about to change because we've got fucking ghosts! Suck on that, you little ghosty bastard. This dinky little sword doesn't have a lot of reach, but it is very effective if you can actually stick people in the face with it. And we got a bird just floating around, flying, dropping skulls. Got our up stab and down stab just like in Zelda 2, except you don't gotta go learn it from somebody far, far away. That is nice. I like having all of my moves available to me from the very beginning. Now if I can just... there we go. A nice little sprint jump gets you a little extra height. Taking all the treasures. Who else is gonna take them? This bird? I don't think so. Birds can't take treasures except they can, but this one can't. Because I killed it. No treasures for dead bird. Nope. They all belong to me. You're gonna die too, even though you're already dead, you little ghost just floating around like you own the place. I know it's a graveyard, you expect to find ghosts in graveyards, but fuck 'em. It's a place for the living, where we go burying the dead. Where we lay the dead to rest. And if you're floating around like that, then you ain't resting. Because you're supposed to be resting, not going through that door just yet, because if we go over here, we can push this over here, and you see that little arrow thing there indicating that you can actually go this way. But, alright, I had enough room to jump over the thing that was in there that I was pushing, which is probably just a really big pot, because those are the only things I know of that you can actually push around in this game. They do so love putting their big-ass pots all over the place, blocking your paths and giving you things to jump on. Anyway, I think that might be Angius. Yeah, well, fuck you too. Laughing at me. You're mad now that Tarantas went and jumped inside of a teddy bear and has enlisted the help of a little girl to slay you and put an end to your evil ways. Anyway, let's keep on moving along. And we got a door here, a door down here that we can't open yet. It's got a big old fancy pants lock on it. And we will open it much, much, much later in the game. But for now, we're in the gardens, which I shouldn't be in because I can't really go anywhere here because there's this big body of water. Too far to jump across. Also, I can't swim. I'm like 7. 7-year-old peoples don't usually know how to swim. So, we'll just head off this way then. go through a different door. Maybe this one over here on the left. You might have noticed some runes engraved above the doors. Them runes spell out things in another language, like a made-up in-game language that I don't understand right off the top of my head. But we'll figure out a way of translating those into English before too long. And we got a big golden chest. And you, sir, have a book. I hate books. You found the book that allows you to access the forest. Go to the main room indicated by a book on the map. Okay. So yeah, this is what the map looks like. And as we go through each screen, new parts of the map pop in, like right here. And you can see the room that I'm in is glowing blue, meaning there's a treasure somewhere in here that I cannot get yet. I need better abilities to be able to get them treasures. And if we just head up in here, we'll also come to a thing that we can't do anything with. There's a door up there, can't reach it. If we come in here, there's a big, important-looking door with 4 egg-shaped indentions in the wall that I can't open. You may have already guessed that we need the crystal eggs to open that door up. And all the way over here, another door. And a tower with outlines of blocks that I can do nothing with just yet. We will eventually find things that turns those outlined blocks into solid blocks that we can jump on. But that comes later. Everything comes later. Except for going to the main room of the library and popping on into the forest. That comes now. Up above the main entrance is where we find the big main room, the hub area. And the book has flown out of my pocket. Bye-bye, book. Yeah, you just hover on up there, why don't ya? Okay, let's just climb our way up there. And we'll just... Oh, that's not a place I can land on. And we'll go in here. This is the shop. And you sell a full heal, a blue ring that I'm not entirely sure what it does, but I'm sure it does something good. Blue overalls, better sword, a diamond that revives you if you die, a big glowing thing that gives us extra health, and a yellow orb that has a picture of a spider on it. Only thing I can really afford right now is that reviving diamond, which I don't feel like buying because we're not going to be in any immediate danger of dying just yet. Of course, I could die if I'm really stupid and or careless, but I'm usually pretty good at not dying in these situations. Anywho, we're going up and away. And we land in the Ufara Forest. And we are given no clear direction on which way to go, and we have no map to go off of yet, which is why we have to explore and kill everything that we come across. I'll just take these berries and there we go. If you look in this inventory screen, you can see I have 3 out of 25 berries right there next to my face, and right there you can see half of a scarab beetle looking thing, and then next to that there's a crystal and then a red jewel, and I also have 0 of those yellow spider orbs. Those things are hidden behind my face. Tough shit. Anyway, each world has 25 of those collectibles. You get all of them, and then it unlocks a certain thing that is very nice to have. Also, you can just jump your way up ladders and vines. If you just hold the jump and up, you'll just like hop up repeatedly, stabbing a lot faster than your usual climb. Suck on that, you little blobby bastard. That'll teach you to be alive. And, alright, there we go. There's some fucking blocks there you can break to get this treasure chest, which doesn't really have a lot of money in it. Later on, we'll be getting treasure chests that just ooze out them jewels. It gets you so much, and I'm just sitting there like, God damn, when is it gonna stop? Doors blocked by red claw-looking things. Can't do anything with that yet. You will know when we can do things with that. Yep. Bounce on your head, you spear-wielding fish person. That's what you get for walking around holding a spear. You wandered into this wrong neighborhood that you live in. You're dead. You're dead. And we're filling out more and more of the map as we go. Oh, that is water. Water, my old nemesis. It gets all up inside of my butt crack every time I touch it, and I don't like it. I'm being sexually harassed by liquid up in here. So, yep, you're dead. Good for you. Now, if I can remember which way leads to the village in this place, that would be very nice. There is a village in each world inhabited by these people that speak in an odd language that is, well, basically everything they say, you learn the word for, and then you get a thing later that lets you use the words that you've learned. They'll give you hints in each village as to what needs to be said to certain things. But first we need to find the village and the thing that lets us talk in that language. And yeah, we didn't go here yet. We went to the left instead of the right. Yep. And now you, sir, get to die. You were too stupid to turn around. You got stabbed in the back of the head a couple of times, and then you turned around, and it was too late to do anything about me stabbing you a third time and putting you down in the ground where you belong, because fish tunnel through the ground, you little fish bastard. And for some reason, my nose just wants to be really, really drippy right now. And that is not very good. You gotta put up with listening to me go all sniffly. But there are some people that are into that. Some people are just weird. They're into some weird things. And I don't like you being alive. You dropped the skull on me. I'm not going to tolerate that anymore because you're dead. Yep. We cannot get that treasure chest yet. There's a couple of abilities that we need that'll make traversing the area a lot easier. Oh, look, there's a little house over this way. That means village. Villages live in little houses, in case you didn't know. Ha! Stupid! You died before you could do anything. But yeah, this game plays kinda like Zelda 2, and I personally liked Zelda 2. Especially fighting the dark nuts in the dungeons. Getting really intense with those guys. You're just like up and down trying to block when you see them like waving their arm around and then it comes out low, and like seeing how low it comes out and makes you think they got like either a second arm coming out of the ass or they got a long noodly arm that they just bring down real low for some reason. Anyway, this guy's talking. Here, village Nutai. And you're seeing them runes there. So you see that's a K-A and an O, so Ka-O means here. And we'll have a better way of deciphering what word means what as soon as we find the thing that lets us actually communicate with these people and other objects and things. And maybe we'll find that thing that I'm talking about in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.